Good morning. I'm here today with Vanesa Tossenberger, Vice President of Fundación Cethus. And full disclosure, I'm a research associate at Fundación Cethus. She holds a bachelor in biological sciences from the University of Buenos Aires. She's CITES Scientific Authority for Argentina, whose next meeting is in November in Uzbekistan, right after our COP. And she's the Convention of Migratory Species Conference of Parties appointed counselor for aquatic mammals, whose next meeting is in March in Campo Grande, Brazil. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for giving me the time for let you know who I am and what I'm doing.
Of course. Would you mind telling our audience a little bit about your role within Cethus Foundation?
Yes, of course. My role is as vice president. It's not only carrying on research, it's to work with others researchers and to develop different projects and for different studies, and even though to work on policy issues in several conventions like CITES, CMS, CBD, IWC, etc. I'm more involved in CMS and in CITES as well as in IWC. So what I do is trying to get the parties to make a good it's good thoughts and good interventions during the meetings.
Yeah, well, quite a role, a lot of work. You've been now an observer for decades on marine mammals in the coast of Buenos Aires province, the coast of Patagonia, and Antarctica. Have you noticed any changes in marine mammal distribution or behavior that could be attributed to climate change?
Well, yes, to be honest, one of the years that I'm carrying on, one of the studies that I'm carrying on in Santa Cruz province is about Commerson's dolphin. And 1 year we thought, that was 2 years ago, that we didn't found any pups during the breeding season. So that means that something was going on. After seeing that, we control the water temperature. We saw that it was higher than in other years. So that was a clear evidence of the change of the climate change. On the other hand, I have to say that you see every single year that there are differences in where the animals are moving. We can think that this is because the prey are moving too. So all these reasons make us think that the climate change are inducing this animal to change their behavior.
Yeah, like a major readjustment. Are there, in your view, any particular species that are especially vulnerable to climate change?
Well, I have to say that during the different meetings that I attend, last February, I was in a CMS climate change workshop, and in this workshop, identify several cetacean species that are most threatened by the climate change. One of the species is the river dolphins that we have in South America. It's one of the highest. The others are the big whales that more and more we are finding big whales, stranded big whales in different areas. And the others, if we have to say, are the large whales, because they need to migrate in hundreds of kilometers for changing the breeding season, for feeding season, and you see that the behavior have changed.
Yeah. Would you mind telling our audience about the sampling methods you use? I'm sure our audience would appreciate knowing about them because they are quite unknown outside of the conservation world.
Well, one of my specific works, and you can see here, is photo ID. During the difference, I try to do all this, the studies without touching the animals and things. This is, I'm trying to see how the animals behave by themselves, trying not to make any interaction with them. So what I do is photo ID from the different populations, and I follow these populations during the years. And for example, in Bahia San Julian, where the Commerson's dolphins live, it was amazing to find out that the age rate is much longer than the one that it was written in the books, because we had an average of 22, 23 years, and I have more than 5 animals that have more than 30 years.
Well, that's amazing.
That's good. That's good. And so these kind of things help us to know the social structure, who interacts with whom, to recognize how many pups can have during their life, because we are following them all their life. So it's a great job. I love it.
It must be wonderful, because essentially you're identifying these animals one by one, giving them a name, and to track them through the years, and just by their scars or any marks on their body, you're able to tell if a particular individual is still present after many years.
Yes. And the other thing is to see if they have different kind of marks that has to understand if the marks were being made by another animals, or if the mark has an anthropogenic cause.
Right.
Like if we just to let the audience know that the bycatch is the most threatening issue for whales and dolphins. So if we find out that a population has a lot of scratch made by different kind of nets, we can propose different kind of suggestion, or propose to change a different art of
fishing gear,
fishing gears, and all that will help for the conservation of the animals. Even though to see if And another thing is to see if they have more marks, for example, made by any virus or skin problems that the animals are facing. All that, following the photographs, we can discover all this.
Photo identification is definitely a detailed history of each animal in the end.
Yeah.
And last but not least, does Fundación Cethus have any extension, education work, and communication efforts?
Yes, of course. Fundación Cethus is an organization that during the years we have 3 pillars, which is education, conservation, and to let people know what we are doing for the benefit of the cetaceans. So with that, what we do is different educational program. We have the possibility to have volunteers to do their thesis in our in our like you have done.
Yes, I started.
And you are doing now as a researcher. A fellow researcher.
Just for context, I started as volunteer. I didn't do my undergrad thesis here, but I started as volunteer during my master's program in 2018. So it's been a long story, and now I continue to do research here.
So these kind of things, always Fundación Cethus open the possibility when we can to do. If it's conservation for us, it's perfect.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we'll make sure to share your Instagram, LinkedIn, and other social media in this video and in the captions. And well, thank you so much for having us.
No, thank you. Thank you for taking the time.